Sitting here with Jon and Gina Brunson, longtime friends. What's up?
What's up, buddy?
Good to see you guys again, man. We just want to chat, kind of go into some hunts,
Hang
figure out
out.
what's been going on in Addicted Outdoors. Obviously, we both got big
Kids.
families and still
Yeah.
chasing animals, so.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. We actually had a tough year,
Yeah.
I'd say, as far as whitetail hunting this year. Most everyone we talked to is just hot, right? It's hot everywhere.
Yeah.
But we did have one epic hunt this year.
Did you really?
Oh man.
What was that, a deer,
It was a
elk?
whitetail.
Whitetail,
And it
yes.
was the Texas whitetail with Big Brad Miller. Okay.
Big Brad. How do you
B.
hide that?
Oh my God.
I don't know how he kills anything.
Well,
It's like-
it's funny. So there's a ranch in Texas called the Marisol Ranch. It's like a 10,000 acre ranch. It's the most insane Texas ranch I've ever been on, and it's what makes it so amazing is this low fence. Okay.
yes.
And the guy that owns it is probably the most meticulous guy I've ever met in my life at managing deer. So it's a zoo, right?
Right.
But again, all low fence, fair chase. Well, Brad's leased this ranch he's leased the entire
20
ranch for
years?
18 years.
18 years, yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
And then we've known Brad about 18 years. Well, he's done a 2-week boys hunt for like the last 18 years, and it's all boys, right? No women allowed.
Just.
Right.
Yeah.
So of course over the years, I went and killed deer, and then our boys went and killed deer, and then I ended up taking Raven, not during the boys hunt, but I ended up taking her separate.
Separate camp.
And,
yeah.
and she killed a big deer. So of course by then, Gina's just
Yeah,
giving
I was
Brad
mad.
like, oh, everybody, my whole family's
Are you
killed
like
deer.
this?
Oh,
You're
I was
raising
like,
like-
what? What is going on?
Hey, what's going
And
on?
she's like, well, I mean, never gonna get to go. He's like, all right, this year I'm gonna break tradition for the first time, and I'm gonna bring you to the boys hunt. So we get there, and he's like, I got a deer that we got one deer we want you to get. It's
One
a
deer.
giant 8. Okay, it's a giant 8. We're like,
Which
okay.
everybody loves a
Everybody
big
wants a
8
giant
eight.
points. They're the best.
So we hunt this deer for a couple days. Man, we can't get on him. But he keeps showing up by the ranch hand's house, right?
Oh.
And now it's just a little house in the middle of the woods, but there's a field that this deer kept showing up in, and so we're finally like, man, you know me, we'll kill a deer from anywhere. I'll shoot him out of the house window, like
Yeah,
whatever
we got to do.
Just check the legal mark and we're in.
Right,
That's right.
So we post up right on the fence line, and right, the house and the cars and trucks are right there, and we're just sitting there, and we post up, and we're sitting there for last night. We're down to the wire, and all of a sudden, he comes out. He's like 700 yards away.
And I'm sitting separate than they
Well,
are.
she's on the ground, and we're kind of tucked over.
And now you got the deer in sight.
yeah,
But we got him
He's there.
inside, yeah.
Well, about that time, here comes Brad, blows by us on a 4-wheeler going 80 miles an hour, hooping and hollering.
Oh, my God.
Completely sounds like Brad Miller.
Well,
Yeah.
his big brother that raised him, his dad, stepdad, or whatever, he finally killed his giant deer even after for
His
3
bucket
years.
list.
100.
So he's going to pick him up?
So
Yeah.
he just got the text that his dad killed the big deer. So he goes by us 80 miles an hour, and he goes, sorry, man, I gotta go. Dewey killed the big one. And all the deer are
Yeah.
gone. Like, they just blow out of the field. And we're like,
And it was our last night.
you gotta be, and we're
Like,
just,
Brad, we could have waited till
I know.
dark.
and and this thing's a giant, and we're so miserable, man. And we're like, we're never gonna get him. He's gone. We sat there about an hour before light. The deer start popping back out again. Boom, here he comes. We're like,
He walks back out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We're like, oh boy.
Game on
Here,
again,
Game
yeah.
on. So he's coming, and we're not losing light yet, but we're starting to get to, like, we ain't got a lot of time. So he finally gets 300
yards.
So still a poke.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So he finally gets about 300 yards or so, 350, whatever it was. And I'm like, okay, if you're good, let's smoke him. She's up on the sticks, man. I said, if he gets broadside, let's rock it. He ain't getting no closer. He's out there with a bunch of does, pushing does, and they're in this one area, and
Right.
they're not coming. So, he finally turns broadside, and shooting suppress. So you can hear that thump, right?
Yeah, you can hear thump.
And so you hear that melon thump, and she just smoked him. And anyway, we went out there and put our hands on this thing. 157-inch 8-point.
Clean 8-point. He was
That's my
huge.
dream deer,
I mean,
man.
I got pictures of it, but
There's nothing better.
157-inch 8-point, and it was just crazy how it happened. We had seen him day 1, something happened. We seen him day 2, something happened. Day 3, we finally post up down there. Everything's working perfect. Brad blows
Oh,
by
my
like a
gosh.
maniac.
I'm like, we're done.
Deer run out. We're like, we're all gonna kill Brad, and then they finally
Well, and
pops
then
out.
he took off running, and when he hit the ground, like the
It was
dirt.
epic footage.
Yeah.
She hit
After the shot.
Oh, she
I
smokes him.
shot him.
He's down on his feet. So he donkey kicks. His heart's he
went up
dude, he
and
donkey kicks. I mean, like
crazy.
I mean, 10 feet in the air.
Yeah.
Hits the ground running. As he's running full speed, he just nosedives into the dry dirt and just plows. And when he plows, it's just all smoke. You can't see nothing. He just and it's just this big stream. And as all the smoke settles, you see him laying there, and we're like, yeah.
And it was like just a little bit of light, so like he like just.
Oh, it was like
glowed.
perfect. It was like the sun was going down.
Yeah.
We're like, scratch it. Yeah, it is. It's
Yeah.
like it's a love-hate relationship. I tell people with whitetails, like you
Oh,
love
yeah,
them or
no.
you hate them.
Yeah.
That's right.
And sometimes you're like, why do I do this? And then sometimes you're like, it's the greatest thing in the world.
I
Yeah,
know,
you've
yeah.
not hunted whitetail enough. If you're not sitting out there on some cold, miserable morning, raining,
Oh.
and it just hits you like, what? Why am I
I'm
doing this?
Like,
You
what
know,
is wrong with me?
And I know it happens.
And then when you get your hands on it, you're like, oh, this is
Exactly.
why.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I really think that, obviously Gina being a female hunter, and you got, Nicole, of course, Tiffany, and no doubt, and I know how much y'all love it, but there's no way, I mean, when the guys are sitting up there thinking, this is crazy.
You know
I
what
can
they're
imagine
thinking.
with the
Yeah.
ladies, because
I'm
y'all,
like, what
y'all are
did Jon
girly
get
girls. Y'all
me
still like a
into?
manicure, pedicure,
Right,
and
right.
a nice day at the spa.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting
Yeah.
there thinking, I know dang well I'd be miserable. I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
I know Gina's sitting here somewhere like, why am I doing this?
Oh,
I
no,
do
yeah.
love it, but this makes no sense
Oh, yeah.
right
Well,
now.
Brad flies by. I'm thinking, oh, Gina's going to be swinging that gun around. Like,
yeah.
shooting his tires out. Like, she's
He went by, I was
if
like,
looks
we're
good,
done.
if looks good kill, she turned around and looked at me, and I was like, oh, God, I got to go home with that. I'm like, dear, please come back out. Please, dear God, come back out.
There's no way they're coming back out, and they
And
did.
they did.
Oh.
And I
Dude,
mean,
and that suppressor, I've not had a chance to hunt with a
that's
suppressor.
what we hunt
wow.
with.
That's kind of pretty dramatic because you can
You
tell
can
that.
hear it- you can hear the
hear
shot.
the
Hear
hit.
before they you can hear it thump
Oh, yeah.
before they react.
Yeah, you hear a melon. When you shoot it, you hear it's quiet. You hear that.
Can you hear the sound of a good shot versus bad?
Oh,
Can-
absolutely.
Oh,
So there's a
100%.
yes.
kind of like
Well,
a bow
here's-
you can,
here's-
bow and
yes,
arrow
yeah.
you can tell.
Yes.
With a suppressor, you know 100% if you hit him or not. 100%. Because you hear a whoop, it's a melon. It's like a
Like a
melon
sucking.
thump. It's like a melon thump. And
Yeah.
so you hear and then you hear whoop, you hear this like a thump. It's
Yeah.
dude, once you start shooting
Pretty-
suppress, you won't
pretty
never
cool.
shoot no other way. Plus, no hearing protection, no pressure in the woods.
Right.
I mean, we shoot deer, like I was in Texas, I shot a deer suppressed, he drops, then I roll over and shoot the javelina standing there. They don't go
Are
nowhere.
you having to change like the ammo, or is it just factory
No.
ammo you can shoot with it, and it takes that?
just dial it in like anything else.
And it's
it's easy too. People think that it's hard with suppressors.
Well, it's kind of a lot
Well, they're
easier
legal.
even now.
They're legal in I think every state. I think but 2. We've been traveling with suppressors in our gun case for probably almost 10 years now,
Wow.
all over the country.
Long time.
And
Before-
we've never
before
been
it was kinda
questioned.
cool, yeah.
We've never even had anyone ask us.
Right.
And we carry our paperwork, but I mean, we never even had anybody even look at them and say anything.
It's basically a piece of luggage. It's
Yeah.
And
we,
you know, with kids, I mean, it makes a
Buddy, let me
huge
tell you.
difference.
night
teaching
and day,
kids.
because
Well,
the
we
kids.
put our kids on a bench with a like a break. They'll shoot 2-3 times to check their gun. Okay, I'm good. You put a suppressor on, you can't get them off. You can't get them off. They'll go through 2 boxes of ammo. You can't get them to stop shooting.
That brings up a good point, because I think with kids, people worry about the recoil. I think the sound or the noise
Yeah.
sometimes freaks them
That
out more
freaks
than
them out. I agree.
the kid.
Yeah.
Well, the thing about the suppressor is that, man, you got no hearing protection. It eliminates that boom. It cuts your recoil in half.
So it's not
Okay.
kicking as bad.
No,
Yeah,
definitely
and,
not.
and I mean, and it's just, and it doesn't pressure the animals. It's like bow hunting. We like to bow hunt. The guy shoots a cannon in the woods, everything freaks out. You shoot a deer with a suppressor.
It's
The
basically
deer,
a bow shot.
the deer around them, they stand there. They don't leave.
Right.
So it don't pressure the deer.
That's the way to do it. I want to do that. I haven't done that. You just basically
Oh.
get a truss.
I get you. Oh
some
yeah, I get you.
basic paperwork.
I got you
Yeah,
covered,
that would
buddy.
be
I
cool.
got you
I
covered.
would love just for squirrel hunting. Like I
Yeah.
like squirrel hunting, but even you out there with a.
Oh yeah.
Man,
That would be the first.
Well, yeah. Well,
yeah, exactly.
I got
Went
you
all
covered.
this trouble to suppress a 22 long
Right,
rifle.
right. What are you doing, Michael? Chasing squirrels?
Yeah, squirrel hunting, man.
Squirrel hunting, man.
Yeah.
I got shot
Killed
me a
booner
booner.
today. Exactly.
Yeah, man. So yeah, I got you covered there, man. I know how to set it all up.
Man, I'll do it. And I gotta throw props, man. Some of the stuff y'all did on the show where y'all was out there doing all that treasure hunting and all the diving stuff and the spear life stuff.
Oh my.
Oh my God, that was
Yeah.
so cool. And some of the stuff, some of the relics y'all found, y'all sent Waylon. He was watching y'all shows,
Oh,
and I
yeah.
said, I know them. I know John well. And it was
Oh,
kind
yeah,
of a cool experience for me, because Waylon grew up my littlest boy, because y'all
Right.
know my
Yeah.
other kids, but he's like, Dad, you know John? I'm like, yeah, I know John. And we was watching the episodes, and so you sent him a few of the cool finds, and dude, it was just, he still got them. He took them to show and tell.
Oh,
Some of that stuff
Megalodon?
y'all found on the
Give him
dive trips.
Megalodon?
Yep.
Well, they actually I talked to my guy before SHOT Show. He's found a new wreck, and
Did it
they
really?
actually found some coins on it. So with this year when we go back, we're gonna do an episode with detectors. So we're gonna go
Try
down
to
the
find.
real coins.
So it could be some old Spanish.
Yeah,
Who knows?
yeah. He
Who
found,
knows?
he found some old coins, or like from the Civil War era or whatever, and seeing if
That's
we can
cool.
find some like maybe some coins,
Am I
some old
going?
stuff. That's the boy show now.
Well, you know,
Come
if
on
there's
now.
some bling and coins, you know the lady's gonna be there.
Right.
You,
She gonna be
Gina, you gonna drown?
yeah, she'll be in a dive bag. We'll
She's
get there.
looking for them diamonds down
Yeah.
Well, I'll get there and unzip a dive bag. She'll be popping out. She'll be
Exactly.
stowed away in one of the dive bags.
there.
I'm a tank. I'm a tank.
Yeah, Spirit Life's that's been a lot of fun, man. It's just like I said, it's hunting underwater. You
That's
know?
exactly what
And
it
I
is.
tell bow hunters, it's like hunting a different planet. It's like hunting Mars, like zero gravity, weird planet with weird stuff and octopuses and crazy stuff.
Mysterious, because you.
Right, and then
You don't know what's there.
but it's a rubber band gun, and you're instinctive shooting like a recurve. You know,
Yeah.
so it's all instinctive shooting.
That's
and
right.
you're down there hunting, man.
It is. It's fun.
That is,
it's a blast, man. That's so much fun.
Well, it is always good to see y'all and chat with you. Thank y'all for sitting down a little while
Oh, man,
and kind of
always.
digging into some of the hunts. And
Yeah, man.
stuff.
Love,
Like I said,
love hanging out with you,
we
Whitey.
go a long time, man. I think it was in
Well,
the
we go
Florida,
back, yeah.
Florida hunting show we met years ago.
Oh,
I mean, it had, I don't
in
even know.
Lakeland.
It's
Lakeland, Florida.
yeah,
100%.
Lakeland,
Not
wow.
far from
It's,
where
I'd
y'all-
say pushing 20 years.
It absolutely.
Yeah.
But here's what's crazy, and I know y'all agree. It seems like yesterday.
does seem
I know.
like yesterday.
I know, man.
It's so crazy.
We talk about
where
it all the
the
time. We look at our kids.
I know, y'all's kids are grown, and then like I'm
Our
looking
three
at your
youngest are in
daughter,
college.
and I'm looking at Mason.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like,
They were babies.
they were
They were
babies.
babies.
They were babies.
Yeah, and
so.
our three youngest are in college, man. Raven's in her third year in college at USF, man. She's on, they're co-hosting the show now, and they're doing the whole next generation theme.
Right.
So Raven's going to be a school teacher by day.
Yeah.
And a huntress by weekend.
I love it.
She's my little ninja, man. She's my little she's my little killer, man.
Yeah, she's ate up with hunting. For
Yeah,
sure.
she works. The boys will hunt and they like it, and they like it, they love it and enjoy it. But she's that next level, man. Like she's like she's like us. She's
Yeah.
like she's
That's
on it,
cool.
buddy. She changes it with her face. And this time they get it done. She goes, she was, cheerleader. She was, homecoming queen, and all that stuff. When it's time to hunt, man, you see her face
Yeah,
change.
she looks like a different
She got
person.
her face.
So what
buckles
you're
down.
saying is, you're saying she's a lot like Gina. So good
It
to
could
see
be
you.
worse.
Yeah,
That's right. No, it's all a good thing. It's a good thing.
Good
Good
stuff.
stuff.
Man.